Today, we're diving into a tough topic, the October 7th attack on Israel.
Yeah, a really complex event.
It is. We're going to try to unpack it all for you using a couple of sources.
Okay.
So we've got excerpts from that Wikipedia entry on the attack.
Right.
And then also a Hebrew language article
Interesting.
from Hiddebrut, and it's by Lieutenant Colonel Nizim Hazan.
Okay.
He argues we were a society that normalized terror, how we got to October 7th.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's so interesting, right?
Yeah.
The Wikipedia article really focuses on like all the details of the planning of the attack and how massive it was.
The scale of it, yeah.
But Hazan is adding this whole other layer of like maybe Israeli society had gotten a little too comfortable with the threat of terrorism being there.
Right, complacent. Yeah.
Or complacent, yeah.
And, it's interesting because even the Wikipedia article quotes Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar
Okay.
back in 2021,
Right.
talking about liberation of Palestine from the sea to the river.
It's like they were very open about what they wanted to do.
They were pretty open about it, yeah.
And then in that same article, it talks about how, leading up to the attack, Israeli intelligence assessments were that Hamas was deterred and afraid of Israel.
A dangerous miscalculation.
Yeah, huge miscalculation.
Seems like, even the date itself,
Mhm.
October 7th, 2023, being the 50th anniversary of the Yom Kippur War,
Oh, wow.
that should have been a warning sign.
Another time when Israel was caught off guard.
Exactly.
So that historical parallel is kind of, it makes you think, how could an attack that was this massive, that clearly took Hamas years to plan?
Years to plan, yeah.
How did it go undetected?
And the Wikipedia article really paints this picture of, sophisticated deception tactics.
Oh, really?
Used by Hamas.
Okay.
They disguised themselves as farmers.
Wow.
Even as Israeli soldiers.
Wow.
They had pre-planted explosives, detailed maps of Israeli settlements.
Wow.
It's hard to even fathom how they pulled this off.
Yeah.
But when you look at the forces and equipment of terrorist organizations section,
Okay.
talks about year-long training programs.
So this wasn't something that was just thrown together.
Right, this wasn't like a hastily assembled attack.
This was a coordinated, strategic
Operation.
operation, yeah.
And the weaponry was serious.
I mean,
Anti-tank missiles, RPGs converted to be used on drones.
wow.
Even modified World War II era submachine guns.
It's interesting that they were using those older weapons, isn't it?
It is interesting, yeah.
It says something about, how resourceful they were and
That's
determined.
determination.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
clearly they weren't lacking in firepower.
No. And they exploited this key vulnerability. This, they call the conception that the border fence was impenetrable.
Right.
And the Wikipedia article describes them using converted agricultural equipment
Wow.
to breach the fence.